Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to go ahead and do one today. It's kind of simple in a way. It's not really a difficult challenge. It is difficult in one respect because normally this item you can only get going through certain places, and all the places that you go through are part of larger quests or um, can be significantly difficult if you want to go through them. And there's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm trying to do is, the reason I'm going for this one is because it is technically unique, even though you will start to find them. They're not overabundantly popular or carried by anyone because they really don't do a lot of damage, and unique in the name, but not really. You can find others. It's kind of like the blade of not blade of woe, the blade of sacrifice. It's basically an ebony dagger, but this one is a unique looking dagger because it is the Dragon Priest Dagger. So yes, they are available and you can find them in Forelhost. There's a couple of different places. This one we're going to show you is basically one that you can find very easily, but we will have the adventure of getting back to my house. So I'm going to go ahead and take a carriage up to Winterhold. That's where we're going to go ahead and enter the Mage College. Now, entering it doesn't mean that you're actually part of it. You basically you start the basic quest to get inside, and then it'll just be sitting there until I'm ready to do that for the specific items at it. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get that. I know it might be something that people are like, oh, that's pretty, simple thing to get. But when you really think about it, it's not actually simple to get because it only exists in a few places. Some places more than others. You'll find several of them. But this one, we're just going after one that's unique because it happens to be sitting out in the open where I think we can get it pretty easily. I've never tried to take it from here before, but so it might technically be counted as theft, but we'll see if I can just get it. So we are going to the Mage College, and we will do the initial to start into the Mage College just to get the dagger, and then we'll have to leave and come back. So I know it sounds simple when I say that, but we'll see exactly how long it takes me to do all that. Oh shoot, missed my jump. But I hope you guys enjoy what we've been doing out here. I really enjoy this lighting change because it's look at that sky. It's ridiculous. Really kind of nice change of pace, even though it gets super dark at night. It's a nice change of pace to kind of see different textures and things like that. Not in this game, but I literally shot somebody that shot their shadow because it was like nighttime and I could see kind of the clouds behind them. And I shot the shadow and actually killed the guy by shooting at his shadow, where I could see him. He was so distinct because it was like so dark at night, but the clouds were lighter, so it was like his silhouette was right there, and it's like freaking. So I mean, there are great things like that, opportunity things that are just pretty kind of nice and or amazing a little bit. So there's a couple ways to get into the Mage College. Mostly is just come up here and do the test. There are some people who say, if you're Dragonborn and you do some certain things, you won't have to do it, but I just do it.
I see. It would seem that the college has what not just anyone is allowed a small test, if you will. Excellent. A standard step for one skilled in destruction magic is the fireball. Casting one of the seal on the ground will weaken. No. Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 days. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell stones.
Now, just so you know, take it for 30 gold because you won't get it cheaper anywhere else. Usually spells at the vendors or the mage guild, or at the mages at the cities. They're usually about 100 gold or so. Just depends, but usually it's not quick to get. So you get a quick spell for 30 gold, which is not a lot in large respect of it.
Well done. I think you'll be a superb addition to the party. Welcome. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
See, it'll just say report to Mirabelle Irvine. I'm not going to go talk to her, but we're just going to go in here and get the dagger. If it is that simple. There's several places that it's listed. All of them generally are within quest or have things that I'd rather catch at another time, because there's another unique item I might be looking for in there. Like when we get to like the one at Forelhost, you can get them in there, but also that's when I'm going to be going around collecting the Dragon Priest mask. So. Go ahead. She's so slow. Okay, here we're just going to go into the Hall of Countenance. And the lady up here in the second floor is usually fairly irritating. She'll keep hollering about how our school is very important, the restoration is very important. Which it is, but it's like, okay, you can stop talking about it now. Okay, we're going to go into her room.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You consider restoration a valid good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree.
Okay, there it is, and it does require theft, so I would have to steal it. But I will be joining the Thieves Guild at one point, and she just left the room. Yeah. I should have made Feindal also wait, because he'll tell on you. Feindal doesn't like thieves.
You go on ahead.
But as the collector, and I'm going to show you something you can voice this to. I'm going to switch Feindal as my follower.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you? Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
Okay, she's irritating. Anyway, wait for it to go like dark. Here we got it. Okay, we got it. Now I'm going to show you how to voice it. We're going to do a little rinse job on it. But I'm also going to lose Feindal as my follower. I'm going to go get Janessa. Janessa will do it for me. Feindal will not. If you do anything illegal with Feindal, he will get mad at you and walk away. So Janessa, she will let you do whatever it is you want to do. So If you ever want stealth, if you want somebody to not freaking tell on you, to just roll with you like 24/7, you know, ride or die with you, that's Janessa. She will ride or die with you. So we gotta go back to Whiterun. Get my horse first. Yeah, they changed out the people that were hanging. There was not one dude here in naked earlier. And I didn't take his clothes, so I don't know. Somebody around here stole that guy's clothes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and head now.
God might get nervous.
Seeing all these things hanging up, though, make you want to reconsider being a thief, doesn't it? Yeah, basically there is a way to wash a item to remove the stolen tag off of it. It's only one place that I know you can do that, and therefore it's going to push us to where we'll actually start. We won't start Dragonborn, because you can see right now I've got, before the storm, they're going to tell me to go get the stone, and I haven't gone to the stone yet, so it doesn't mean anything, honestly. I mean, they tell you to start, but it's like, they make it like an emergency, and it's not an emergency. Nothing will happen until you go get it. In fact, if you do nothing in Skyrim, you actually save more lives. Don't do any of the quests. Just randomly go around, talk to innkeepers for jobs, and you will save lives in Skyrim. Because you think about it, if dragons never appear, there's nobody's deaths, anything like that. And technically, if you never go above 9th level, you will never have vampires start attacking, and the Hall of Vigilant will stand. So it's really just up to you what you want to do, but like I said, this hadn't reset yet. So if you want to keep people alive in Skyrim, just don't participate. You can play the game and not play the game. I love the look of this up here, especially this twilight time. I don't care what anybody says. People talk about, oh, this spell does this thing does this, but I think Skyrim holds up. People can say, oh, it looks crappy. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude, you're a snob. It's not that bad. The two most dangerous of the two is actually the wizard. That's why I killed the wizard first. And now I'll take care of these guys. You see how she missed when I delayed? She swung, missed. When you're running at a target, never run in a straight line. Yeah, we took all his gear. Because he had a staff for some reason. I don't know why he had a staff. And maybe that's why they were fighting that mage. But let me give the staff and some stuff to Faendal here.
Got your back. What do you want me to carry?
No, I picked up a staff. Yeah, I'd never give Faendal stolen stuff either. Sometimes it'll disappear. There you go, Fino. Now where'd my horse go? That's the only thing with these horses. Sometimes they will run far. And it's getting dark. Damn it. And I can't see his ass. Or it's harder to see my horse. Ah, they're in luck. There's a shadow right there. I was just curious to say, what the heck? Where's he at? There he is, right there. I still don't have torches yet, though, so... We're going for a night ride. I've said this before, for all the complaints about their blocking religion in Skyrim, they're full of crap, because there's more damn shrines of Talos just hanging out with stuff gathering dust on them than the damn law allows. And yes, I rob them every time I get a chance. Now, if they had, it would be funny if they had a team of Thalmor out here, like trying to chop down a statue. That'd be kind of funny. You can fight those guys, but generally nothing is going to happen to. Nothing's going to happen to the shrines. They're all going to be here. I'm so glad I don't have survival mode on right now. It's an awesome picture, though. Am I swimming? I am. My horse just ran off into the water. I was swimming. Yeah, I got a dark side where I find that dark textures and things like that just look really amazing. Yeah, like that silhouette, like thing right there, how you can see the edges of the thing. That's how my other character killed a guy. He was in a tower, and I could just see him, like his silhouette, and I shot him, and he died. Pretty cool, pretty good shot. It's like, wow, that's cool. So we'll keep hugging the coastline here. Yeah, personally, Feindal is not a bad follower, but the whole goody two-shoe thing is actually, it's one thing that limits you on what things that you want to do. And since he's a collector, he does get kind of dirty. Like, I already have the Staff of Corruption. And that means I killed freaking Arender in the Twilight Temple up there. Temple up on the hill. Above Dawnstar. the light again before I take off for the city. It wasn't too adventurous so far. No real people coming after me. They just rolled around the wrong fort, didn't I? And they have. Yeah, the darkness, it definitely changes your perspective on what you're looking at. I noticed that a couple times where I'm usually pretty good on my directions, but I just completely skipped Fort Dunstad, went up around another fort first. And Dunstad is down here. Yeah, we're going past the house and then we're going to go into Whiterun, and that should be, the Drunken Huntsman should still be open. I should add that one AI program to this because it really makes it interesting as well, where the villagers go where they want to versus just doing the standard thing every day. It's kind of interesting. All the NPCs, you'll see Uthgard go and get a horse down by the stables and go riding around. It's pretty funny when you put that in there. It's like, oh wow, that's kind of interesting. Some will stop and you'll see them over behind a tree, like reading a book and stuff like that, or stopping to eat. It just adds a lot of depth to the game itself when you add things in that make kind of the game respond differently, or the people respond differently. Yeah, so far this is going good though. I'm actually enjoying this. I know even though I went and got something that's actually kind of a mundane item, it's not, I've actually used them. It depends on what my character is, but if you got a high one-handed, you can actually fight with a dagger. The damage is not that great, but it can be very lethal if the right magic is put on it. I'll tell you one secret while we're riding here, that one of the mods I added is called Dark End, and in my legendary version, because I check my mods on legendary or my other special edition before I put anything on here. So I've already played some of them to some extent, but not all of them to all extents. But there's a bow. It's called the Night Bow, and it's out there in Dark End, and you got to get it first. But once you get it, if you break it and put that enchantment on something, it will cause really strong bleeding damage, which is pretty cool. It's not cool when you're trying to get it, because when you go to Dark End, it's kind of a deadly area. There's ghosts and spirits out there that are always trying to kill you. But if you get one of their bows, they got a couple things out: bows, axes, things like that. They got 3 different weapons. The only problem with the weapons is the battle axe and the war axe can't be smithed. But they've got a pretty cool look to them. Especially because they're like, they got like a really light color to them. In fact, now that I know how to operate my furs, I might make a character just to have a white fur cloak and white weapons from out there, whether they're powerful or not, just to have them. I know you guys are like, that's a poor excuse for a build, and builds look certain ways.
You shall do this only. Fine. We'll be keeping an eye on it.
This is the way. I said that because basically I haven't taken my helmet off. You guys haven't seen him without his helmet, so.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have
Yeah, this starts a couple things.
You, what are you? Please, take Mother Mara's blessing to wash this unease away. Mother guides me to those flickering souls who are yet to cast themselves on fire for Mara's utopia. She sees in me potential which can avert calamity. I, her most devoted servant, need you to believe in the goodness of your heart, in love. Forgive her, beloved child, and her weak. For all her convictions, she only looks up, blind to those below the clouds which she wishes to ascend. There is a terror of minds and ideas forming in the West. A confluence of antipathy and repressed hatred is nearing its sun. If this horror transpires, then neither the restraints of distance nor time will thwart the canker that will burn there. I make this plea to you, special child. Meditate between the opposites and seek resolution in the chaos. I will help whenever I can, but my light is weak. However, even the faintest flame can act as a beacon against the background of the dark. That flame will appear to you in a maze of dark and years. There is nothing to decipher. Just take heed of these words. Go west and see. Open those eyes and see that which belies its splendor. Beset by men, gods, kings, and ideas. Keep a clear eye. Keep your head above water when you reach that ground. The tides of want can drown any who venture too far from the shore.
That's a mod. It's called Beyond Reach, and that was the goddess Mara talking to us.
Huh? Sorry. Oh, my head.
What spell did you cast on her? Yes, I saw. You were mumbling to yourself, almost word for word that of Jayana. Forgive me. Our travels have put me in a haste. Is this a jest you are both in on? No. Looks like closest I can come to answering your visions is that we have just hailed from Evermore. It's maybe that west you want. If you're dead set on taking a voyage there, then a merchant who has a route between that hinterland kingdom and Skyrim should be resting in Markar. Word of warning, if you dare to listen, the Reach isn't a place you want to risk your neck just on the visions of a zealous priestess.
So that's basically how the quest starts, and then you can go to the west by Markarth, and there's a wagon out there and a guide that'll take you there. Okay, we can talk to her. She is here. Okay. I need to trade some things with you. Fiendal, we're about to send you packing. I'll let him keep some stuff. Not much adventure stuff though, he can keep that. We will give him some pay though. We'll go pay Fiendal with. There you go. Take those as request items. You'll like those.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Now we're gonna get Janessa. She may or not wear the robes. We'll see.
Lead on, and if that is what you wish.
I'll give her the follower stuff. She is really good in a fight too, though. She can always hit the target. She's a better archer actually than Fiendal is, but he's a trainer, so. Yeah, she did take it off. Look at her. She even put the robe on. That'll help me identify her later. I don't want to kill her, so. I always try to keep them where I can see what's going on. Especially with this darkness, it actually made a new kind of reality for me in a lot of ways. You know, in the matter of how I play the game and stuff like that, there's a lot of things I need to look at. Let's see here, we're going to give her something else. You can actually give her everything except for a hood, and she'll carry it all without putting it on. We'll sell the other stuff later. Now this is where, like I was saying, where we're going to do a fence wash. Basically, I got a stolen dagger. I need to clean it. And this will work with anything you have stolen. But I do gotta listen to the Jarl talk first, and at least let him finish, give me the mission. Because it's Ferengard, his mage, that's the only place that you can do this. Only place I've found. There might be another place, but I've never found any place. And what good would it be to tell you where a Dragon Priest Dagger is without telling you how to clean it? Just let them go through their speeches and then I'll carry on about my business.
What's the meaning of this interruption? As house call, my job is what then? I'm starting to think I just
What's this about river working? And you're sure Helga lies. What do you say now, woman? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we could send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The Jarl of Volk will do that as a provocation. He will assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not. I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Miralac, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my lord.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties. That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done right by the service. I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. That is another thing.
He actually needs a crossbow. That's what I need.
Suitable for someone of your.
The reason I say that is because I like the look of not having my arrow sticking up over my shoulder.
My court wizard. He's been looking into a
I have to buy one next time I go to Solitude.
Rumors of dragons.
Yeah, he gave me something heavy. He gave me. I wasn't wearing heavy armor, so he gave me something heavy.
If that is what you wish.
He usually gives you whatever armor type you're wearing. He'll give you something that's equal or heavier. Oh, he gave me ebony armor. She can switch her stuff if she wants to, but generally the stuff that I've given her usually makes her better, more powerful. So that stuff, if she switches to, I'll just take it from her. And now we just gotta talk to this idiot.
Faringar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon stuff. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the owl thinks he can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragon. Yet, I could use someone to fetch something for me.
Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? Where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Okay.
Off to the Bleak Falls Barrow with
And then ignore him at that point. Come in here,
Tiger Reliance.
and it says empty. So what you want to do is stealth.
Of course, yeah.
Take your dagger, and you can see it's still marked stolen. Put it in there, and then when Janessa comes in,
I'm sure
Yes.
I need you to do something.
fine. What? What?
Whiterun will be with you.
Take all. She will. She'll take it. Then you turn away, go back. It's empty, and then you go to Janessa.
If that is what you wish.
Need to trade something with you, and she has the go weapons. Dragon Priest Dagger. You can see it doesn't have a stolen stolen marker anymore, so the stolen tag is gone. So therefore, you have one clean Dragon Priest Dagger. You know, no fuss, no muss, other than getting to Winterhold, and then getting the Whiterun and accepting the mission for the Jarl, and good to go. So we got us a Dragon Priest Dagger. So hope you guys enjoyed the channel. I'll go ahead and keep running so you can see me going back to home, and just in case I get in a fight. I don't think I will, but it is middle of the night, so who knows? Anything could happen. Especially with the, you know, some of the creatures out there.
God might get nervous. One approaches with his weapon. What do you mean?
Yeah, even though you can't do anything, even though they're not very powerful. I mean, like, honestly, it's only 15 points damage. You know, just less than some arrows, but still, it's you know, it's kind of different looking dagger. I like the kind of aesthetics of it. I'll take it back and put it in my chest and call it good. Yeah, some of these, there's a lot that are tied into quest, but I wanted to go through and get all the ones not tied to quest first. And that's why when it saw that there's one with her that's just kind of sitting on her shelf, you know, it's kind of, if you want to collect one, I mean, that's the quickest way you can get one without kind of getting into a whole bunch of fighting and things like that, or trying to figure out puzzles and everything inside a dungeon. Just go take it from her, join the Mage Guild, kind of, sorta, and take it from her. But with that being the case, you know, there's many ways to skin the cat. And now you've got a Dragon Priest Dagger to do it with. And we'll pick another item. So when you go through the list of unique weapons, finished all the uniques first, and then weapons, armor, clothing, stuff like that, the ones we can get, and then I'll go back through each of the quest lines, getting the unique items out of those. So this could be a fairly long series, just because there's a lot of stuff in Skyrim, but I don't think it should be too long. I think it's also because it's titled specifically what you're going after, it's kind of beneficial to, if you're looking for something that somebody maybe that have found it at some point, or showed you maybe a different way or an easier way to get it, if you wanted to start your playthrough with something like that. For example, one of my characters is a gentleman of Ysgramor. Gentlemen of Ysgramor are a bunch of high-class thieves, you know, not really into being out there digging around. They do high-class thieving jobs. At least that's the kind of description from the faction. So when I play my Darkness Falls series, I'll go through each one of those, and those characters for those quest lines will be used in those quest lines. Right now I've got one character that's kind of doing the lion's share of exploring this new world that I've created, because there's some things that I've found with adding these mods. There's new buildings and things like that that I don't know what they're all for, but I needed to identify them and have them kind of like consolidated or kind of set, so I know what's out here now that I've added stuff into my game. That's the one thing I find necessary when you mod a game. And usually what I'll do is, honestly, even these playthroughs I'm doing, usually I won't do these if I mod a game. I'll pick one character that's just it, and I'll go through and do everything with him just to see what's changed in the game. But since, you know, I'm running shows at the same time, these two characters I did leave in the game, even though I'm checking mods still to make sure they work. Only does something does now. I haven't had any crashes, not due to the mods. I haven't had any crashes, which is a good thing. So that's just how it works with me building these games up, or these videos up. So we take our, let's see here. And we did, I did skip some because I've already got them. Like if you go in my chest, like Champion Schedule, I've already got that. That's a C. So A, B, C, D, E, F, D, Soul Render, Blood Sight. Some of these I jumped out because they were just separate quests. But as we get them, we'll put them all in here. I do have a video for Woodsman's Friend, but it's only like 5 minutes long. I didn't make it very long at all, so maybe I'll add that on, or I might just put it out as a 5-minute video out there just so if somebody's looking for it, they can see it. Or I might even do like maybe some adventuring around and then go to like put it in and then just clip that into the middle so you can see where to get the Woodsman's Axe. But anyway, enough of that. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel. We'll be back to do some more, do some collecting out here and find some stuff that maybe you haven't seen before, and just like how to clean freaking stolen items if you need to. So I hope you enjoy the channel. Please come back again. Don't forget to like and or subscribe if you watch to the end. Maybe I should say this at the beginning. That way people know to like and subscribe early on instead of jumping right into it and then saying it at the end. Somebody might not have even finished the video. They're like, oh, this guy's going freaking way long. Well, we do what we can. I might change that up. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you out here.